guys, welcome back to In the Mind of Hindiactionhero Season 3. I'm just checking to see if everything's recording properly because it's been a while. It's actually March 29th, 2021. I think the last time I recorded was like near the start of December last year. I ended up uploading the last little bit of season 1 and just maybe the first 1 or 2 parts of season 2 like through the end of December, first week of January, and then it was just so busy. Honestly, compared to last year, these past 3 months, just from the start of 2021, it's just been, I don't know, it's just been busy. But yeah, I'm trying to see. I've got a little cushion underneath my seat, so it looks like I'm a little bit higher up. And actually, this neck pillow thing is, it doesn't really, it's not. I don't know. It looks a little bit awkward on the screen. I feel comfortable in the chair. I don't mind it, but anyway, I'm just wearing this t-shirt. I know I've probably worn it in an earlier vlog, but I think I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with Attack on Titan just because I wanted to catch up. Honestly, I probably have to rewatch from the second season. But I think the first part of the last episode is supposed to come out today, something like that, and then the second part, like the big finale, is supposed to come out in the winter of 2022. So I mean, that gives me ample time to slowly catch up. I've been watching a whole bunch of other anime. Jujutsu Kaisen, I think that just finished its first season like earlier this week, or like last week. That anime was awesome. It really blew up, and just everything about it, it's really good. I don't think I've ever really watched a lot of the darker anime, but this one had like good, just the typical shonen and like hero's journey kind of tropes and everything. It's really good. I haven't written in the blog since October, I think. Honestly, it's just been, I know I started a blog post, like a draft, sometime in December, but from January it's just been non-stop things. I'll write all of that stuff in the blog. I won't really talk about it too much here in the videos. It really does look awkward, doesn't it? Looks like I'm kind of hunched over. It's because of this this pillow, like that. But anyway, I figured, you know what? I've got like a virtual Zoom lab session. It's 10:24 now, so in about 2 hours. But I thought, you know what? I'll try and record a quick 2-parter video, hopefully just 2 parts, and just because I've got like some boxes laying around, I ordered a couple more pops towards the latter half of January, yeah, around then. Pop in a box, as you can see. This one is from earlier, but the other ones, they still haven't even shipped out as yet. I think I ordered maybe 15 from Pop in a Box and another 4 or so from 2 other ones, like the anime exclusive ones. 2 from Chalice Collectibles and 2 from Entertainment Earth exclusive. Like, those are all, you know, the US kind of ones where I pay like an arm and a leg for shipping alone. But I figured I'd get those exclusives, and I haven't ordered any pops since those big orders. I'm gonna try and hold off. They had a couple more con releases and stuff, things that caught my eye, but at the same time I thought, you know what, I don't need to buy them right now. There's like maybe 20 on the way, or hopefully later this year, so we'll get those later. And this year, at first I thought I wanted to write more, like practice writing, write that book that's in the back of my head, put more time towards that. But the way that it's been busy these past 3 months, and I'm actually trying to kind of expedite my undergrad, this program that I'm doing. So I'm taking some stuff through the spring and summer, and hopefully after the fall semester I'll be done, and then I just have to write my licensing exam and then start working. But what I thought was, I'm turning 30 this year, actually in May, so I thought I wanted to do, you know how they have these things called Arttober, like in October, or Inktober, or Drawtober. I don't know, some of those names got patented or something like that, so they keep switching it up. I figured I'll do something where I draw a couple pictures. I don't think I'll be able to hit 30 or even 15, but if I can do at least 5 or 10 before the beginning of May, so basically in this in like April that's coming up, I've started a few, but I've got my final exams and stuff for this semester, so everything's kind of up in the air. It's not like I'm busy with school, it's just other stuff at home, things like that. I'll write about that in the blog, but I thought I'll call it, not like Arttober, I'm gonna call it Art A. Arte, something like that. Yeah, I'll come up with a name. And before I forget, look at this, look at the beard, look at the beard, look at how white and gray and everything is. I figured, because once I start the spring summer semester, I'm gonna be back in clinicals, so I'm gonna have to trim the beard. So I thought, you know what, I'll keep it until I can record a video, and then I'll trim it. Still growing the hair out, got it tied up in the back, but yeah, I know this video, in the first part we're probably not going to do any unboxing. I've got just these pops, and I ordered something else from Lego, so we'll get to that one after. There's been a lot of things happening around the world as usual. You know how in the previous year in Australia they had bushfires. Well, they had bushfires, wildfires again, but then I think this year they had floods and issues with that. There's just been all kinds of things, mass shootings. My city here, we just entered another lockdown. It's the third wave of COVID. There's a lot of those variants. You know how they've got the UK variant, the South African, the Brazilian, all those things. They're affecting more young people. And I mean, this weekend is going to be Easter, so I don't know if it's in preparation for that, or just because the numbers have been increasing as well this whole past bit, with you know, temperatures had been kind of warming up. We haven't had snow for a little bit, but a lot of rain. It's spring, so there's going to be rain. but people were visiting like the waterfalls, and then I'll write all about that in the blog. It's like one mountain access that I take to go. I've been dropping and picking my mom up because you know she's the only one out of the three of us that's been working this past bit. In January, my dad had his other shoulder repaired, so he had the previous one done before, so he's just been kind of recuperating from that. Yeah, I'll write all of this stuff in the blog, but people have been still going out. Our household, and we haven't really changed anything. It's like this is kind of the new normal with everything that's been how it is. That English structure didn't sound right, but we'll keep it like that. Yeah, so anyway, I keep saying that I'll write everything in the blog. Hopefully I'll be able to do it before I start my spring semester, in the midst of everything else that's going on. Yeah, so I'll show you a couple of the stuff that I've been drawing. Got a couple of them. So this one is Carl and Ellie. So I'm still not done this picture. Mainly used color pencils, markers, just kind of the outline and stuff. I figure I might do, so this is kind of like that whole scene like in the beginning with the beautiful love story between them, and they made a pop movie moment, I think, from this. So I never was able to get a hold of it. I think it was from Box Lunch. Yeah, so it's another American thing. I didn't want to pay the shipping, stuff like that. So I figured I'll draw it. I'll probably add a few more things to it, but yeah, so far this is how it is. Because most likely this video won't get uploaded until later. Like, I mean, we're still waiting on season 2 from last year, so yeah. Then this one, I think I'm gonna do a little bit more animals. So not just, you remember how I think I showed it in a previous video, the one with the lion cub and the mom, but I kind of messed it up, so I'll still have to finish that one too if I can. But I think I might do like a little series of animals, moms and kids, babies. Yeah, not really too, I don't want to say minimalist, but kind of just like this one I used mostly marker, you can see from the back. Like this one, color pencils, right? So it doesn't bleed through. But markers do, like that. But anyway, color pencils just take way longer for me to kind of get it smooth and stuff. I bought some Prismacolor color pencils. I've put them in another box now, so it doesn't really show. I won't show that. But just like the regular kind of, I think, scholar, like student kind of level, just the regular level one. They're nice. You can see it on this one. This is Roy Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So you can see, like, if it kind of focuses, maybe not. Yeah, like to get it kind of smooth. I'm still doing the background on this, but him in the foreground, it's kind of pretty much done, kind of smoothed out. I'm gonna try and do some flames. It just takes time for me to do these layers. But yeah, see, like on the back, no bleed through because it's all color pencils. So the story behind this, I think, I can't even remember if I spoke about it in a previous video, but pop in a box, like I had ordered the set of 4 from Full Metal Alchemist. It was the 2 brothers, I think her name's Winry and Roy. But while the other 3 came, I never got Roy. And it was like from a 2018 order. There was a whole back-to-back with pop in a box, and then ultimately I never got it. So I was kind of sad. And then I thought, you know what, I'll just draw him. Because he's a cool character. There's a bunch of other anime characters that I gotta draw. Hopefully I'll be able to do them for that artsy thing. But this one, so this one is, I used, so for the kind of yellow orange background, I used oil pastels. And you know how they tape like the border? So I had taped it, but up here it had kind of smudged because I didn't tape the outside. I just taped right immediately around where I was gonna draw. And I used so for the black lines, I've used a mix of like Sharpie markers and gel, like the fine liner kind of stuff. I learned, like, I've never worked with oil pastels, so this was new for me. Not that great to use Sharpies because it kind of, I guess the oil eats away. One of my buddies who did art, I asked him like what I could use to do silhouettes and things on oil pastels, and he said probably more oil, which makes sense. I figured it was gonna be similar to color pencils and stuff, but the oil eats away at the felt, like the tip of the markers. So this one came out nicely. This I can't remember the name but of the photo, but it's I think Michael Yamashita. He's a photographer, and he features in National Geographic. I had seen it on their Instagram, and I had saved it because I thought, you know, one day I'd like to draw it. I'll try and see if I can put like a little quick slideshow kind of embedded thing where I took photos like during the whole process, just how it kind of came about. So we'll just put that there or somewhere here. I'll figure it out later. But yeah, I probably will do more. I want to do one with the stilt fishermen in Sri Lanka. It's like it's a fading art or tradition. So I've always wanted to draw or paint a scene from that, so I'll try and do that one too. But anyway, those are the stuff that I'm working on these days. I'll just show. I've got the just the oil pastels are these little Crayola stuff. I had used these, but Michael's had a sale recently, so I went and I got some more. Still haven't opened them as yet, but yeah, Prismacolor. See, it's still got the thing, but I'll try it out with these. And I mean, these papers are better than regular computer paper. I think it's 176 grams meter squared, like the weight. But I went, because they had a good deal at Michael's, I went and I got a couple of these, like the mixed media stuff. So I mean, these apparently, I don't know much about the, oh, a little bit of dust there, but anyway, so these are the 400 series and mixed media. Yeah, but they don't have many sheets, like 15 sheets, and these things cost like 28 bucks. but they had a buy one get one free, so I got 2 of those and 2 of these. So this one, actually this was, I think these were like maybe 20 bucks. These were about 28. But so this is the 300 series at the top there. Yeah. Because I want to try watercolor as well. Watercolor stuff. It's for wet and dry media. I don't know if it'll focus and see. Anyway, it says wet and dry media. It's mixed media, right? This one has 40 sheets, and this one, this big one, smooth Bristol. I don't know how it's gonna turn out on this, but I'm gonna try and figure it out. Yeah, we'll see how these things. Anyway, now I probably won't be going to Michael's for a little while. I've got enough material, stuff to work with. Yeah. There was some other stuff I wanted to show too, but you know what, I've hit past 21 minutes, so how about we call this one part 1 of the first episode, season 3. I'll just show these. So these 2 panels actually I had drawn for like a project for one of my research courses last year, and I kind of like these, like just drawing my little stick men, but they're kind of 3D. So this was about researching health information and stuff like that. It's a little bit deeper than just the images, but we use them in the PowerPoint. And for this semester, for one of my the PBL course, our group facilitation, I drew a couple more. So I mean, actually, considering everything, I've drawn quite a bit this these past 3 months, in the midst of being busy with everything else. But yeah, I'll try and draw some stuff before May, so that I can do the art day. Yeah, okay, let's call that a wrap. Part 1, we'll get into the unboxing in next part. Okay, we'll do that because I gotta get ready for class as well. Okay, so I'll see you in a little bit. Under your toes.